What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, good people? You know what time it is. It's time for the pregame meal. We definitely got some things that we're going to put out here, and we also going to let you in to talk a little bit about what you want to see in this last preseason game. So sit back, relax. We got you covered. It's the pregame meal, y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button on the way in. Let's go. Man, we getting ready to get to it. It's the last game of the preseason, and we're definitely trying to make sure that we have you guys right for the season that's going to be coming up. We definitely appreciate you for tuning in, our folks that are on X, and also our folks that are on YouTube and Facebook and other streaming platforms that we're a part of right now. Too many to name, but definitely appreciate you guys for reposting and showing it, man. Let's go ahead and talk about it, man. The Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. The last time these two teams faced was last season, and the Falcons ended up getting the best of the Cowboys at this point. One of the best things to happen, helped out a lot. But if we're going to sit back and look at it, we got a lot of things that we're going to have to touch on this year. And right now, this is the last game. Guys are going to be trying to get jobs at this point. Guys are actually going to be sitting here trying to make this 53-man roster. We're not going to play any of the starters, of course, as you already know. But we're looking to see who's going to be a standout for this team. That's what we're looking at. And what we need right now is really seeing what the Falcons are going to do tonight. They found a running game, but now you bring in Ben DiNucci, who's a new quarterback. Emory Jones is going to be placed to the side. Are we going to see Ben DiNucci play tonight? Are we going to see, even though we got him this week, short period of time, how are they going to call plays with him? There are so many things that we have to look at, and right now, we're going to try to get things right. Hey, Will, I can't see you, man. I'm going to bring you up if you can get some more light in there, because I can't see your face, but got to bring my guy Will, Pink Slip Will, in here. You know how it goes. He be ready to fire everybody. We don't need coaches to fire anybody. We got Will Amy, my guy Pink Slip Will. The thing about Pink Slip Will is this. Let me pull up the comments because they weren't showing, so I had to redo it. But the thing about Pink Slip Will is this, man. What's going on, Gurm? Appreciate you tuning in. Definitely appreciate you, Josh, reposting it. Thank you. Will would be great for cut day, for Black Monday, for firing folks. And I can look at it like this. Will would be the guy that all you got to do is say, hey, here's the clipboard, here's the names. Will would do it with no hesitation and no feelings involved. Well, I got to bring him up in here. Let's see if he's ready to go. Will, what's good, man?
Hold on, let me see. I can't hardly see you because my phone trim screen, y'all. Hold on.
Hey, man, I'll bring you back up when you get your stuff. Y'all see Will ready to go. As soon as I said he ready to fire somebody, he already up and ready to go. But let's get to it. This week, we're going to see if Carter's going to be there. And we got a few things that we're going, not just with Carter, we're going to see what this defense does. Woods has got a chance to solidify himself on this team as a backup. We're still going to see some of these young guys. I'm still waiting to see what Corbin is going to do. I'm waiting to see what Corbin
up front
running back spot at this point. We got a lot going. Hey, we got my guy Ron in the building. What's going on, Ron?
What's up?
Welcome. Waiting on Will to get back in here. But, man, what's going on, man? Welcome to the cage. Welcome to the pregame meal presented by the BirdCage. You know how we get down. Pull up, get a plate. Let's go. What you got this week, man?
Well, at this game tonight, I look at for the backups. If they're not doing their job, then you don't need to be on this team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care whoever in there. If you're not doing your job, you don't need to be on this team. I am so tired settle for less. I am so tired we giving the players a chance and they're not doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
Go somewhere else and do that.
I'm with you on that.
I mean, we always get players that come here, don't do nothing, and just get a paycheck. No, we don't need to be like that no more. If you're not earning your money, doing the best that you can on this team, you don't need to be here. Point blank. That's how I look at it.
Man, a lot of us are looking at it like that, man. And like I said, I'm doing a little something new. Normally, this is the show for the fans, but
Right.
it's a guy that works behind the scenes with us. I got to bring him in. I got my man, Mr. Run It Back Turbo. I'm waiting for him to get up. We got Sean coming into the building, aka Run It Back Turbo. What it do? Mr. One
What's
Gun.
good, y'all? Long time no
Damn, you
see.
showed your face. You've been in hiding for years.
Hey, you know, man, when you pull off a caper like I had to pull off, you gotta go hide for a minute. You know, let the heat die down.
Hey man, we got you in the promos, we got you in the introduction. We finally get to see that face of yours again. It's been a long time. And not to be rude, we got a new fellow podcaster now. Finally, we got King Richie in the building. Definitely enjoyed your segment you did the other day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, appreciate it.
Man, so we got new folks. Turbo's gonna be joining me on the pregame meal or whatnot. When he can on game days or whatnot, when he's not watching nephew, got nephew running around the house driving him crazy.
He
But,
right there in the back right now. That's what got me late trying to feed him.
Nah, man, feed that boy. We good. Feed that boy.
He
But
good
you gotta
now.
bring your camera down a little bit. All I see is the top of your head, my boy. There we go. We got you. So, gentlemen, let's talk about it. Hey, Will, try to come back in, man. I'm sorry about that. Let's talk about it. Last game of the preseason, we already seeing an aggressiveness with the backups, and we also have already seen some things from our first round picks. What are you guys looking for tonight when you talk about this defense? We're gonna start with the defense before we get to the offense. What are you guys looking for these guys that are trying to make the practice squad and literally be backups on the 53-man roster? What are y'all looking for?
Somebody got to jump off the screen.
Thank you.
At this point, you got to jump off. I ain't got a chance to check out no preseason, but at this point, last game, you got to put some on tape. Whether you make it with us or any other 31 teams, you got to put some down on tape today and jump off the screen. If not, this could make or break your career and either have you stay in the NFL or fall down to a Canadian league or the XFL.
Facts. Rich, what you got?
Man, I'm looking for execution, honestly. Like bro said, you got to jump off the screen. And if you jumping off the screen, that means you execute. So I'm looking for execution. But I'm gonna be honest, man. I really ain't been evaluating the players. I've been evaluating the coaches, the calls, the plays. Like I said, on what I did, the players, we weren't lacking players last year to me. It was more so coaching. So this year, I want to see, are you practicing timeouts? Are you practicing in-game adjustments, even though it's a vanilla scheme? I understand that. But if they aware of your vanilla scheme, do you have another vanilla scheme to combat that if they figure it out? If they don't, fine, well, and dandy. But I've been really, that's why I did the tribute to Jeff Ulbrich, because I'm really just evaluating the coaches at this point. It ain't the players I really want to see, because most of them not even going to be on the playing field anyway, in my mind. Offense or defense going to be the hardest side to decide, but for me, I'm more so evaluating the coaches on defense. I want to see what the passing game coordinator cooked up since he explained the nickel position. I want to see what Ulbrich, how he command his troops. I want to see how Jared Gray got this secondary. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, for me, it's coaching. It's not really the players. Are they putting the defense in the best position to make plays? Since Henderson say his quarterback, he said his cornerback friendly. I can't believe they just threw you out there like that. But With the Falcons, I see it's a lot of players are really expounding on the organization of like the play calling and stuff and the plays that they're running. So that's what I want to see for me personally.
Okay, Ron.
Energy. I'm looking for who to bring that energy. Whoever go out, do we still got that energy? And I'm looking for tackling. You got to wrap up. Don't let people just run through you. That's what I'm looking for tonight.
Will, what you got?
I just want to see some players. Gonna see who gonna step up on the roster on this team. That's all I want to see: execution and sound fundamental football. It's point blank. Period. Simple.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, I look at it like this: fundamentals. Because what you have to have right now, when you talk about these guys that are playing right now, you have to have guys that can come in and step up when it's time. If anybody goes down, you might not have the type of production that you have from your regular starters, but you need to have sufficient production where the defense does not fall off and you get hurt. That's what we got to have when you talk about this team this year. Consistency. We saw flashes of it all last year. We saw what the defense could be. We got to see what it's going to be like this year. Now that we have a competent old defensive line coach and Coach Ollie, then you got Coach Olbrick that's working with the linebackers. Then you got Coach Jerry Gray working with the secondary. You got three of the best in the business at what they do. There's no excuse for our depth not to be prepared. I call it DNP, depth and preparation. Has to be prepared. Now, let's slide over to the offensive side. With this offense that we have, you're getting ready to see Ben DiNucci tonight get a little bit of burn. None of the starters are going to be playing, of course. We get to see Corbin. We get to see Ja'Shawn Corbin again, and then you also get to see Nathan Carter again. Those two are battling for that number 3 spot right now. I think Carter is in a slight lead, but not by much, because Corbin was getting his carries last week, and he definitely looked good doing it. And he also was picking up pass blocking very well, just like Carter. So right now, I believe it's neck and neck. It's who's going to have the better game tonight. And with the wide receivers, I hate to say it, Nick Nash is going to probably end up being gone. I wish he could be here still. Great player, but it hadn't worked out yet. Chris Blair is going to pretty much be on the squad. And then you got to look at Drummond, Sills, and all these other guys. What do you plan on seeing? What would you like to see from this side of the house? I'm gonna start with Will first. What would you like to see from this side of the house offensively?
I want to see how this pass blocking and the offensive line play well. Is it going to step up and hold the well against the line of scrimmage? Is it going to have time for the running backs to make plays and be patient in the hole? I want to see how this offensive line, because right now we don't know who's going to be our right tackle right now for the middle of the season. So I don't know who it'll be. I'm just keeping my faith to see that we could make plays, but I'm just worried about the offensive line. Who will step up on this team?
Turbo? I see you got little man over there making that noise in the back. Tell him I said what's up.
For me, man, I just want to see this run scheme. That we got something in place for this line to either bolster it or, scheme around this apparent hole that has developed. With Storm Norton being out, now McGarry. I know we've been in possible talks of signing that guy from the Chiefs, but I hadn't heard anything. And just to deviate a little bit, what's up with our guy Kobe Bryant?
Kobe right now is Kobe's been dealing with injuries and it hasn't helped him out. And unfortunately, he looks like he might be on the chopping block. To me, I feel like that's a guy that you just don't get rid of just yet.
Yeah, practice squad, so find something for him.
Now you were asking about the offensive lineman. So the kid that you're talking about, that's Wanye Morris's son.
Yes.
Boys to Men. That's his son. And he came out of Grayson High School, local product. played at Tennessee first, and then ended up playing at Oklahoma. I know you want to get your take off. I'm sorry, little man. Go ahead. He over here. Look, he already starting early. You done got him in front of the camera. He trying to tell me this is my show now. See?
Yeah, I got the dog in the background. She looking too. All right.
Man, we love the kids, man. We love the kids over here. Wanye Morris is a guy that we're gonna have come in or whatnot. If we have him come in and already has championship experience, and he definitely would be a good replacement right now while Jack Nielsen is getting developed. Rich, what you got? Hey, Rich, you're muted, bro.
The only thing I want to see is this O-line.
Okay.
Everything else, I'm not really too tough worried about. Most y'all, like I said before, won't even be on the offense anyway. Because right now, see, it wouldn't be so bad if we had Storm Norton. See, when I heard about Caleb McGarry, I didn't know about Storm Norton. You see what I'm saying? When I heard about Caleb McGarry, I'm like, oh, we good if you need a couple weeks. We got Storm. Storm better at pass blocking and run blocking anyway. Man, when I heard about Storm Norton and Caleb McGarry, I said, okay, yeah, now Houston, now we have a problem. But what I'm looking at is I'm going to have to put my eye on Nelson now because he likes to play the right side anyway at tackle. He said it. So,
he likes to play the right side, but here's the thing and I know you probably looked at footage because I know I studied him because you remember that was one of my guys that I pointed out before we even drafted him, remember? Because you came in during the draft process and I said, he can play any spot on the offensive line. That was what was different about him. He can actually play every spot on that line, bro. That's why I say he's a bit of an anomaly.
They just asked him what he preferred to play. He said he preferred to play on the right side. So maybe we might have to go on and throw. Hey, the only thing that keep popping up in my mind is what Arthur Smith said about Jalen Mayfield. Sometimes you got to go on and get baptized. I forgot what team that was we were playing. The who?
I said out.
You remember that?
I remember.
I'm trying to remember. All I know is he gave up 3 sacks in that game.
No, but remember, it was a big name. I wonder
I think it might have been the Bears. I think it was Khalil Mack he had to go up against first, I think. Or was it the Chargers?
It may have been Khalil Mack or whoever it was. Arthur Smith said sometimes in life you just got to get baptized. So that stuck with me a little bit because that part of the game too. So Jack Nielsen, it may be time for you to go on and get your feet together and get your feet up under you because we could use his size. He's definitely the same size as Caleb McGarry. So I feel like we're gonna look more in-house than out-house. That's why outside the house first. Because why go spend money if someone can, step up? But I know Terry, if it look like y'all can't step up, we're going to go on and get us somebody. Right. But my attention is going to be fully on this offensive line. It's going to be deeper than pass blocking because the passing ain't been the problem during preseason. You know what been the problem? Running the ball, like bro said.
And Rich. So the first game he started was against the Philadelphia Eagles. That was his first game he started. Wow. So he played against Fletcher Cox and those boys, Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox.
And remember,
that was who he went with.
Arthur Smith said sometimes you just got to get baptized.
Unfortunately. And that was a
baptized
rough experience.
But see, that's what I'm saying. And to me, Jack Nielsen is way tons better than Mayfield was. That's just me, even coming out of college. Because to be on that Wisconsin line, you got to be able to play O-line. That's just real. One thing them type teams don't play about is they O-line and they D-line. They're going to have some big boys up there that know how to move. And I just think that Jack Nielsen overthinking his movements. Because, you got to shake it off sometime. Because that second game, he was all right. He won. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like maybe if he could step up, get some pointers from Caleb McGarry, that's why I'm gonna really be watching him in particular. Him
Okay.
and maybe like Joshua Gray.
Run
He-
offensively. You already said you're looking for the run, and he pretty much hit it up with Jack Nielsen.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Shout out to Richie, me and him think just alike.
Now, here's the thing that nobody's talking about. And it kind of pissed me off a little bit, and I'm speaking from the fan side of it. I'm not even doing it as a host. Raheem Morris pissed me off the other day when he said, well, Koo has an emotional banking with me. Like, no. Listen, what have you done for me lately? We don't need you to have emotional ties to anybody. I understand. He was our leading scorer at one point. He definitely has kicked us out of jams. He's won games for us. But the thing is, it's a business right now. I understand you got the warm and fuzzy feelings, but I mean, come on. You bringing in Lenny Craig. Everybody has complained about Koo staying healthy. It's not the fact that he can't kick. We all know he can kick when he's healthy. But he also struggled with a few things too. You know what I mean? He also struggled with a few things too. And that's the toughest thing that you can sit back and think about. And right now, Craig is going to be kicking tonight. That's the position battle that I'm concerned about, because let's be real. What we need now is consistency at that kicking spot right now. That's important for us.
And you know what? I agree with you, Ryan, but I'm going to give you my only pushback to what you're saying, because I actually like Craig, and I know he doesn't count against the 53 anyway, but the only thing for me with him is he ain't been in them type Falcons situations Koo have. And so if Koo healthy, I understand running with Koo, because it's different kicking in preseason than when you kicking and you got the team depending on you, because these 3 points matter right now. For real matter. Ain't no more seconds. It's 2 seconds left on the clock. After your kick is the game sealer. So I wonder how his nerve, under the spotlight, it get a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Because even with Michael Penix, he is always calm. But one thing I noticed in that Washington game, he wasn't rattled. He was like, the deer in the headlights just a little bit. Because once them bright lights on you, it's championship time, it's playoff time, or this game got playoff implications for the season. Koo got the nerves to make that kick. See, some kickers make that type kick and just say he missed. It may come in bunches. Because one thing about Koo, when he missed, it do come in bunches.
Mm-hmm.
So does he have the confidence for if he missed? See, Koo got the confidence he'll miss and then come back in every other kick in the game. It's fine. So that's my only pushback with Craig. But I like Craig because I noticed that boy got a leg on him.
And getting to it, when you talk about it, here's my thing. You just said everybody got to get baptized.
They do.
You just said that. So guess what? I'm at the point where Craig need to be baptized. Koo was baptized in California when he was with San Diego.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I would take my chances early in the season to let him get them jitters out. That's just me. Because here's my thing. If we want to make sure Koo is 100%, we got to make sure he is 100%. Because with him not being 100%, that hurts us. That hurts us majorly in the special teams department. Because if we can't get any red zone efficiency on the drive, we need those points at any given means. We need those points. So, Turbo, question for you, my guy. We're looking at the special team side of things, and we're talking about the kicker. We know a lot of people have gone off when it comes to that. How do you guys feel? Need to know, how do you guys feel right now with what's going to take place with this competition? Do you think, even though we can't get rid of Craig because he's part of the international side, do you think Craig eventually takes his job?
Definitely. I read the same article you read with the emotional ties. I'm like, why do y'all talk like this to players or out loud to media? But to stay really on topic, Craig, they say he was drilling for like 79 in practice, drilling field goals. How can you not want that on your team? To be able to, even if you ain't going for a 70-yard in the game, a good 50-yard kick at any time is welcome. That kick that'll never be late. So I definitely like to see somebody like Craig develop and make it to where he can be our next starter and move on from Cool. You can't play forever. Cool was cool when he was cool, but like we say, he missing bunches, and we really don't know if his confidence came back or is back. So next man up. Let's just keep the next man up mantra rolling and roll on with it.
Okay. So now we're talking after the special team side of things. The other competition that I'm looking for is my linebackers. What is my depth gonna look like with these linebackers coming up this year?
I think we got good depth at linebacker though.
I mean, Rich, we all say it looked good in the preseason, but what's gonna happen when them lights come on?
Nah, I ain't even
talking.
I'm just speaking on the depth just between the starters. I think we got a good rotational depth. That's what I'll say. I'm not gonna say we have good depth because after Diablo, Caden, and Bertrand.
Yeah. And we're not at that place where we can have championship depth right now. See, this is the part of the story where Pink Slip Will comes in and starts firing people.
Nah. Only thing who person on the bubble for me is Troy Anderson because I seen Raheem Morris talked about that saying that he's moving and everything like this. But Raheem, you got to make a decision because if you got players who want to make the roster team, they making plays in preseason. I think Woods make the team because like it's gonna be a hard decision on his linebacker depth. But if you ain't available, you know what I mean. It's a business, and at the end of the day, we can't be in our feelings. So I feel like Troy Anderson gonna be cut this year. I hate to say it, but it's a business. Whereas what you done for me lately, not for long. That what the NFL is for. So he got to
Part
go
of
for
me
me.
think they're trying to keep him healthy to trade him.
Oh, well, I mean, we trade him. That'd be a good pick. We need to get us a right tackle immediately or for something. If they want to get rid of Troy Anderson, get some aspects or something because we need something, man.
Yeah, I
But
would
you
never
know,
that big
Raheem
on
just
Troy
said the
Anderson.
same thing about. You know, Raheem just said the same thing about Felipe Franks too at the tight end spot, right?
A wasted spot. But I also understand why he's doing it because guess what? Emergency quarterback because he played quarterback in college. Then you ought to also look at the fact that when he played special teams, he was halfway decent. So you got a guy that's an emergency quarterback that you can say is a tight end on this roster. If anything bad happens where I wouldn't say it's bad if you trade Kirk away, but if you get rid of folks and you're in a situation or whatnot, and you got to have Ben DiNucci, Felipe Franks, you got guys that can play quarterback on this team if Kirk leaves. You get what I'm saying? If they trade off Kirk to bring in a right tackle or somebody just wants him. Because
See, that's what confused me about Nick Nash. I ain't mean to cut you all around. That's what confused me about Nick Nash. By him used to be a quarterback, and I don't know is it that he ain't doing good in camp? Is it that they ain't just giving him the shine? What you think it is?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, I can honestly say at this point, I really don't know. And that's the first time I can say that I don't know, but I would rather say that instead of me sitting here making up a lie and trying to just get clicks and likes.
I mean, because if you look at him,
I really don't know.
If you look at him on paper, he's supposed to be better than everything we screaming about. Drummond, Blair, all of them.
Yeah. And it's at this point where you got to sit back and wonder what's going on because we don't get to see everything.
Yeah.
I know they had training camp and people were seeing it, but here's the other thing. I hope people understand that they do have periods where they work out without fans being there. Don't think that
Barely
they just don't.
inside.
They got days where they work out where fans aren't there. That was going on during training camp because they can't
last year.
keep everything vanilla. So they guys still got on the playbook. They still got a lot that they got to work on. And to take a quick second to recognize, shout out to Debo Vibes for coming through here. My guy Debo definitely been doing this thing and whatnot. Check out Debo's channel and whatnot, talking about different foods around the city of Atlanta, great eats, and also check out the 90s throwbacks show that he does whatnot with his brother and Miss Savage. Man, had a great time on there talking about Friday. This is the 30th anniversary this week of the movie Friday. If you hadn't seen it, y'all go ahead and check it out. Now, getting back to the Falcons football, man. Had to give my boy a little plug real quick. But I just see this team being in a situation where they got to start fast. They have to start fast this season. The preseason game, I'm not looking for anything. We know it's going to be vanilla. They're going to try to keep everything limited where they're not going to get guys hurt, because some of these guys that they have here, they're going to cut. They're going to go elsewhere. And don't think that we're not going to be looking at tackles that are going to be getting cut soon.
Yeah. I think I agree with you. I think
Black Monday coming up. I'm sorry, Black Tuesday coming up.
Yeah.
See, that's what I meant when I said why go spend money right now. Because one thing about Terry, say what you want. I think you was the one, may have been the one that said this. If I bring you the groceries and you can't cook, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't remember
Walter
who
Smith
said
couldn't
that. I
cook.
was on somebody's podcast. They said
that was me.
That
was me who said it. That was me who said it, because that was when Arthur Smith got here, and he decided he wanted to do what he did, and he handcuffed Terry. And there's been many people that have come out and said he handcuffed him when the draft came. So again, when you got a guy that straightened out your books, and just think about this. Imagine if Terry wouldn't have been handcuffed.
He been wanting defense.
You would have never drafted Kyle Pitts.
Nope. I think we'd have got Justin Fields if Terry Fontenot would have did the pick.
I think we would have got Justin Fields, maybe London.
It wouldn't have been.
He probably wouldn't have drafted Bijan.
It wouldn't have been Fields. It would have been Chase, or it would have been your boy Parsons, because we needed an edge rusher at that time. So I believe he'd have drafted either one of them dudes, because you already knew what the writing on the wall was with Julio. So again, if you think about this, if you get a Jamar Chase with Michael Penix Jr., and you see what he's doing with Burrow.
Yeah, that was nasty with us. Ooh.
But
what's going on, Miss Carey? All I'm saying is, I look at it like my partner just said. We don't know if they draft Kyle Pitts at that point. Because that was an Arthur Smith pick. That was not a Terry Fontenot pick.
No, but you don't
it's
remember.
Been confirmed.
No,
it's been confirmed by many sources.
Nah, you don't remember when they went to the Georgia practice and Terry Fontenot and Ryan Nielsen was on Jordan Davis and Jalen Collins before he even came out. But Arthur Smith was and remember in the picture, Arthur Smith was over there salivating over Brock Bowers.
Yep. But the problem was,
I told people if we had Arthur Smith, Brock Bowers would be on this team right now. I promise you, because he loves tight ends.
I wouldn't. But here's the thing, though. Bowers is a can't miss, and the man already has set all those records with horrible quarterbacks. So that's something we ain't even got to question. The man talent is there.
No, that's why I was telling people don't sleep on Vegas, because Geno Smith to Brock Bowers in practice been looking nasty. You know, I be in other people's lives and podcasts too.
But Rich, here's the other thing that I've been telling people. Now, we took Billy Bowman and we also took Xavier Watts, two highly talented young pups. Now, I said this a while ago, but I got laughed at. I was told that I was crazy for saying this. Marquise Bell should have been an Atlanta Falcon. Period. That was the man who literally was better than Richie Grant. Think about it. Came into Dallas as an undrafted free agent, and now he's a starter. He bounces in between first and second string. And this is a guy that was undrafted and was a playmaker from day one he stepped on the field. Him and Kyle Hamilton were the two highest rated safeties coming out that year.
Well, that was 2021, ain't it? 4 years ago, right?
Yep. And guess what? He just got his second contract with Dallas. So again, when you talk about that, you had a chance to bring in a guy as an undrafted free agent at this point. We probably get one of those safeties out of Billy Bowman and Xavier Ross. We get one of those two because he's going to be the veteran that's here. He would have been the vet that's here. I'm just throwing this out. What we should have done. Guess what? You're able to draft a Carson Vincent who's going to be starting for Baltimore now. This is a kid that I preached on. And Rich, you remember me saying that's when the Falcons got to have. If you got a chance to get him, go get him.
Nah, I went and looked at his tape. I was like, yeah.
He played everything on the line, too. That's the thing. And out of his whole career, he only gave up 2 sacks. 4 years at Alabama A&M, and you only give up 2 sacks.
Yeah.
So, again, when we're looking at these right tackles and we're looking at what we could have, I believe Nelson is going to be good. I believe he's going to be good. He just needs time. But Vincent mauled Green, the guy that everybody wanted to come here. He mauled him in the Senior Bowl. He mauled freaking JPJ in the Senior Bowl. He mauled these guys in blocking drills. And everybody wanted to crap on him because he came from a smaller school, but he held his own and got drafted in the 4th round, and now is getting ready to be a starter for Baltimore coming up this year. So, again, it does not matter where you get your talent from. You just got to have a competent scouting department that actually looks at other things that are outside of the big conferences that's out here.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's why I really wasn't mad about Troy Anderson, because he is a freakish athlete, and he does, when he's in the game, you notice. And I'm gonna be real honest about this. Say what you want about Troy Anderson, but after he got hurt, that's when them quarterbacks started running on us. That's when the Minnesota, them sideline to sideline, they couldn't fuck with, excuse my language, they couldn't mess with Troy Anderson sideline to sideline for real. When he got hurt before that Minnesota game, I said, Lord have mercy. Because the quarterbacks going to start running on us. And who they brought in, the NASA specialist, engineer guy, fresh off the plane, and wore us out running on us to the same side.
So I want to ask you this. Now, you're saying that, but availability is the best ability.
Nah,
correct?
That's what I said, but he stayed hurt.
And my thing is, you can't, I'm going to say, look, you got a West Wing in Piedmont Hospital. I call it the tapioca wing. He got all the tapioca pudding he want, all the green jello, and all that meatloaf that they serve on them trays with milk, with a side of milk to toughen them bones up. I mean, you can't be a good linebacker, and you're a project linebacker at that. It's not like you played it all through college.
No. That's why I said freakish athlete. If you didn't notice what I said, I ain't say nothing about linebacker, because sometimes I don't know what Troy Anderson be thinking.
Troy should have been put as an edge rusher.
Me too, I agree.
Not a linebacker. Because of his aggressiveness, he don't have to think and process as much as he does as a linebacker. He still got to think, but it's not as much.
Yeah, it's not.
But I wonder now that's the only reason I wish he was healthy, because one thing I know about Jeff Ulbrich can turn him into a linebacker. When I heard Jesse Bates say in his interview that Ulbrich brought out his inner linebacker that he didn't know was in him, that sort of comments like that is what made me do the show I did yesterday, because like I said, that philosophy the team bought in. Hell, I'm bought in. I'm looking at what the rookie's doing. I'm not even really watching the game for the offense, because the offensive side, one thing with Atlanta ain't never lacked is an offense. maybe for a year or two, but for the most part, even under Arthur Smith, we didn't lack our offense. We lacked the defense. Teams weren't scoring over 20 points on us until after, I can't explain it, man. It was just a crazy time with Arthur Smith. But
Hey, well, we got Anthony White in the building. I know my man is in the gym. He said he was gonna stop by real quick. What it do, Ant?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing today, man?
what's
We
going
good,
on,
man.
man?
Welcome.
Sorry about my video, man. They won't let me show it. It's messing up in here. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, StreamYard been StreamYard because Will had problems with it earlier, so it's not just you.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So what's good, man? What you expect from tonight's game? We've been sitting here running our mouths about it. Want to hear your perspective tonight, sir. What guys do you look forward to keeping your eyes on and hoping that they make this roster?
Number one, anybody who go play right tackle. I don't know if it's gonna be Brandon Palmer, whoever, Elijah Wilkinson, whoever you want to throw out there. Show me you can be decent. I don't think they'll be the week one starter, but you got to find a swing tackle all of a sudden because Storm Norton out and Caleb McGarry out. So even if you bring somebody in, you got to get two tackles some kind of way. Because no one on that team, you can't tell me you trust them week one against Tampa Bay. I just don't trust anybody at right tackle right now on that team. That's bottom line.
You said a mouthful there because when you play against Tampa, like I said, they have their offensive line issues too. But again, the continuity that they have already is still there.
Yep.
Baker Mayfield and the way that their OC moves that pocket around for him, it's not like he's gonna be sitting duck. So we got to figure out ways that we can move our offensive line around where we can create an area for our quarterback to have a chance to really let it rip.
On defense, I'm looking at Josh Woods and Natron Brooks, man. You got to find another linebacker, behind Caden Ellis and Troy Anderson. We know he on poke list. We don't know what's going on with him. They got to find another guy. And I think Natron Brooks, man, like, it's time for him to take a spot. He been balling in training camp. He been balling in preseason. It's time for him to take somebody's spot. As far as even the two deep on the outside or the nickel cornerback spot. He got to take a spot now. So that's what I'm looking for. Natron Brooks on defense, Josh Wood on defense. Anybody to play right tackle on offense. That's what I'm looking for.
Hey, Fandemic, the link is in the chat or whatnot if you want to come in and chime in before the game starts, give you a prediction and everything. All right. So you guys got your players that you're looking at and looking for. When we talk about Raheem Morris and some of the things that are questionable at this point, why do you think he's doing pretty much following the model of Sean McVay, and he was a head coach before Sean McVay? And do you think that this is the right thing to do by not allowing your starters to get a little bit of burn tonight? In y'all opinion, I already spoke on this last night, but I want to hear you guys' opinion.
I'm gonna say I look at it as a positive thing. Why? I mean, he's not too proud, not letting his ego age tell him that, oh, I know better than him. He's a young guy, came to his program, won a Super Bowl with him. So hopefully he showed him what his failures were, his first time around as a head coach, and how to overcome them failures and get your players in the right position. I pray Sean McVay tapped him on the shoulder and say, hey, Radio, you can't make no mistakes with the timeout no more, son. You from my tree now. Don't go out there and make that mistake with them timeouts and not calling stuff no more. It's senior, do it right. So I pray that he learned from that and more of this gonna set in. Same thing with our offensive coordinator. I pray that he opened up the book this year because that garbage that he kept running last year, I want.
Well, you couldn't run much with Kirk though. You got to remember, Kirk was stationary, bro, with that Achilles. That's why we couldn't really open it up, and we was in pistol majority of the time.
But did you hear what Penix said? He said he told Zach to go on and take the training wheels off. He said because Zach still be trying to keep the training wheels on the playbook. And Penix he said in one of his interviews, I be telling him, go on, run that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is.
Baptism by fire. Let the man get it.
But you already saw what he looked like. And here's a suggestion, folks. You got the 2-minute offense that Penix looked good in at the end of the game, right? I say go back, give him in the first game of the season, give him a package, let him run that 2-minute offense to start the game to put them on their heels. Pretty much go like the Buffalo Bills did back in the day, or the Houston, or those old Houston Oilers, because you got a guy that can move around in that pocket. And guess what? If we're struggling with right tackle right off the bat, this is what you do. You limit that and tire that defense out and make a move. Don't let them get set. Do not let them get set. You hit them early and you hit them fast and you move that pocket around pretty much to where you have him rolling to the strong side. That's what I say.
You know what's crazy though, Ryan? You're going to have to do that anyway, because one thing we all know about Todd Bowles is you can't let him know nothing about your offensive line, because he already love the blitz anyway. He a blitz specialist when it comes to being a head coach. That's all he like to do is blitz. I done seen it eat him up too. But once he see that, both of they right tackles down, he finna put pressure on that side. He finna test you. So whoever at that right tackle spot got to be ready, because I know he's sending them. One thing Todd Bowles good for is a good old blitz.
Yeah, and you got Vita Vea right up the middle to challenge that goddamn Nuzu at center. So we got some words.
Todd Bowles don't care what down he blitz on, first, second, and third. He'll do it on every last one of them.
Yep.
He'll blitz you on fourth down if you have to.
And here's the thing. Now, they got that defensive tackle out of University of Florida that's still not 100%, in shape. And they're trying to help him lose weight right now. And if you get him to get into playing shape and he loses that weight, let's be real. You got him and Vita Vea in the middle, and that's going to be very hard to run against. So I don't see this guy losing weight till probably the middle of the season, to be honest, because he ain't even practiced with the team yet. So again, it's a lot. The kid got to understand this. And look, I'm glad he's not playing, but health wise, bro, this game ends. You got to think about your health once you're done playing. That's too much weight for anybody. You'll be 600 pounds sitting in the chair trying to figure out how to get to the bathroom, man. So it's all good, man. Look, we know he would be a problem, but I'm glad that we don't have to deal with that problem right offhand. We could just enjoy the fact that, hey, this cat is not on the field yet. Let's try to at least salvage being able to slow down Vita Vea, because that right there is a project in itself.
That's why I said that Ned Drought, boy, they going, on your mother out of here, boy. They going big, boy. They going to Dancing Bell. That Ned Drought, they definitely going Dancing Bell.
And yep,
I think they go both
prime
sides.
example right there. Good example. William Perry. You were exactly right. Fridge, when he stopped playing, you pretty much see how Fridge is now. He messed up. But getting back to it though, if David Onyemata doesn't do anything this year, you gotta go get you a D tackle. And we got Bijan Robinson. He's here. He gonna do what he does. I've said this here, and Rich can back me on this, Ant can back me on this, and Turbo can. Running back's lifespan in the NFL is definitely not as long as a D lineman. It is not that long. If you get more than 4 to 5 years, you winning. You are winning, because running backs are interchangeable like crazy.
Turbo, you said 7 years they get? I don't think they get more than 5, big dog.
Yeah, 5 to 7. A good one's 7. Most of them maybe about 5.
But it also depends if they're injury prone too. That's the other thing. Now Bijan is not injury prone, but hey, with the running style that he has, the way he likes to cut, push, jump, and do different things, I keep saying it. It's like a deer running through a minefield. It's beautiful to watch, but it's not beautiful when he finally finds that landmine that explodes.
Yeah, fortunately for us, we got old Algier back there, so I ain't worried about that.
Hey, shout out
my
to
favorite
Uncle
one.
Lou out there in the chat too, by the way. Tyler Algier's uncle's in the chat. Shout out to Uncle Lou.
What up, Uncle Lou? I'm a big fan of your nephew.
And this is the thing I look at now, Rich and the thing I hate, and we're gonna have to deal with this. We're building our defensive line, which I'm happy we are, and we're starting to figure this out. Philly finna be set for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
And they got all these boys on rookie contracts.
That's why I said it don't matter if Onyemata do a good job. I'm telling you, they going. That's all they missing is one real space eater.
Oh, I disagree, sir. That man making $10 million a year. You better do something.
What I'm
Shoot.
saying is, I think it's a move that's in they play anyway. Because why keep paying an old D tackle when we can go draft one? We already really got him. It's
I
just
think
we need one more to push up. We need one real space eater to push us over the top on that D line. For real.
I think truthfully the only reason why David Armaya is still Atlanta Falcon because they got rid of Gator Jarrett. You don't have
That was
anybody else in
it.
that room with experience. That's the only
That's
reason
what
he's
I
still there.
mean. Leadership. That leadership out the door when it's time to win. Let them young boys really show out. For real. And then they'll have their whole defensive line on rookie and first year deals.
Well, they got rid of Jay. They already got rid of Jace McClellan. You got Carter in the backfield, and you know at this point, like I said, everybody wants to talk about running backs, and I'm just like, look, running backs are a dime a dozen. And I'm gonna say this: you can disagree with me. You can't. I mean, if you do, you do. If you don't, cool. But Bijan got run into the ground at Texas. They ran him literally into the ground. How many carries does he have on his NFL career? Because again, that tread is a little worn off the tires, fellas. How many carries does he have?
That's a great question, man. I mean, you know,
A lot of people don't want to talk about that, and a lot of people don't like that question. Oh, you hate? No. If you understand the game, you understand that running backs have X amount of carries.
and people like Derrick Henry, man, people like that who played that long, Adrian Peterson, that is an anomaly. That is not something that happens all the time.
But in the same token, I get a lot of slack because I want them to take Bijan carries down and open up the playbook more for Kyle Pitts.
And use Algier more. Take some of the carries off of Bijan's knees.
No. See, the thing is, one thing he admitted is he didn't know his personnel. So I give Zachy flowers for that. I think he finally understands. Quit. Because in my mind, quit running Algier, side to side, run them straight up the middle. Because one thing that I do know about defense, they get tired of hitting him. I've seen it. I've seen defensive lines give up hitting him when Arthur Smith ran.
And here's the scary part, though, Rich. And I gotta let we got Falcons Fandemic in the building.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro?
What's going on? When you talk about the screenplay, I'm gonna make sure I welcome him properly. I welcomed y'all properly. We got Atlanta Falcons Fandemic in the building. You might want to pull your camera down so the folks can see your face a little bit. It's a little high, coat. But we got the Fandemic in the building. But go back to the Chicago Bears game when they threw Algier a screenplay and he outran everybody. People forget, even though he's a big dude, he got speed to go with it.
But
no one talks about that.
But see, that's the reason why. But see, you don't remember what one thing I can say Arthur Smith figured out about Tyler Algier is you got to give him the ball more than 3-4 times. You got to let him warm up. Because when he really warm up, ain't nobody tackling him.
Turbo been saying this since he was drafted. I've been saying it on the show. Turbo pop in here and there. He's gonna be, helping me with the pregame meal a little bit more. But Turbo been saying this since day one we drafted him.
That man,
I also say it.
I pulled up his stats from that first year. That boy got hands. And when I say that boy got hands, he don't really drop balls. If you look at the few times we've thrown him the ball, he's caught it way more times he's dropped. I think he might have 1 or 2 drops.
And went to the house with it.
Yeah,
that Chicago game. He went to the house.
Was it 2? He got his first fumble last year. First career fumble. Nobody ain't talk about that, but I'm sorry, Turbo. I was getting ready.
That guy hands just solid, man. And maybe him and Kyle Pitts can get together and rub hands and get some, pass along to him. But
you about to get Carrie started up in here, man. We ain't trying to do that today. Shout out to Miss Carrie. I ain't trying to have
we've got to substitute Bijan out sometimes on those swing plays where we're gonna throw it to the running back. Put Algier out there. Everybody know we're going to Bijan when we put him out there.
Right.
Swap it out. Both of them got hands. Why we not
even running split backs? That's what
that
I don't understand.
Man, I missed the 2-back sets from Kyle Shanahan so much.
Yeah. Kyle Shanahan would be eating that alive, bro. I got to give him his flowers on that.
I'm gonna tell you what, man.
Let me come in on this one here because he just popped in. Want to get him to cook because we got a few minutes to kickoff.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what made Kyle Shanahan perfect for this offense and for what he did when he was here. He spread that ball around. Matt Ryan looked great when he was spreading that ball around. We won when he spread that ball around, and that's what Zach Robinson is going to have to do. He came from that same coaching tree, so he's got to spread that ball around, and that's why all these weapons got brought in here. From every facet of the field, every side of the field, we have a weapon. Everybody who can make a play, from Kyle Pitts to Drake London to Darnell Mooney when he comes back. Even our next man up. We got Casey Washington that's in there. He can make plays. You got Cordell Hodge. We kept him. He can make plays. What's his name? That Chris Blair. He's going to be
Drummond, and you got Sills. It's deep.
So we got fast. People from they can make plays from all sides of the field, even at the running back position. If we don't have Bijan in there, we got Algier. We got Jace McClellan in there.
Well, Jace got cut, right? They let Jace go. Yeah, Jace been gone.
How long was this? I didn't know that.
Jace got let go at the end of last year. He been gone.
Oh,
we got Nathan Carter in the backfield, and then you also got and Jay-Sean Corbin.
But I still didn't. That's what I'm talking about. Not Corbin. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Corbin. Yeah, I think he's going to be one of these secret weapons that we have this year too. Because that guy kind of runs like Bijan, but he's not as fast and as elusive. But he has that same type of running style. And I want to touch on too what you were saying about Bijan running style. You got to remember one guy who had almost the same running style, and Barry Sanders. He could have kept playing, but he knew what time it was. It was time for him to go. He wasn't getting protected. He was starting to feel the aches and pains he knew it was his injury was about to come. So he know when he got hurt in that game against Green Bay, he knew then that it was time to go. So you got to keep the stuff like that in mind too, and that's why Terry Fontenot has made this team the way he built it so deep. If we lose a player, of course he didn't do that with the offensive line, obviously, but when you lose a player, you got a player to come in right behind him, and that's why Kirk Cousins is still going to be here. I don't know why everybody's trying to put Kirk Cousins on the trading block, but he's going to be here. If something happens to Penix, Cousins is going to be that guy.
Well, here's the thing: depending on what somebody wants to give up, I'll tell you this here, and we're gonna wrap this up because game starts at 8. We got 2 minutes. I'll say this. I really believe if we get an offer for a very good right tackle and somebody want to trade for Kirk, guess what? You protect your future franchise. You just brought in Ben DiNucci, who started before, who's won regular season games. You just need somebody that's going to be able to steer this car. DiNucci got weapons, and he can run. And Zach Robinson said it himself. DiNucci can sling it like the best of them. The difference is he's been in bad situations. That's it. So I'll say this. If somebody's willing to come up off of a right tackle, a good right tackle, I'm willing to slide him elsewhere. Yeah. I know but here's the thing. But if he does go down, if Penix does go down, if Kirk is still here, we'll all be happy. We got somebody that's done played in the system. But if a right tackle comes, we gotta make that move.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I can't trust what I've seen so far in the preseason.
Yeah.
So and that right tackle
good at all.
So fellas,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry about
I
that.
need y'all to tell the people where they can find y'all because it's 8 o'clock and we getting ready to do this kickoff, and I don't want y'all to miss it either. So, first off, Rich, let them know where they can find you on your podcasting and when are you gonna be doing shows. And same with you, Coach, down there at the bottom.
Oh, you catch me at the Dirty Falcon podcast. You know, we getting everything turned up for the season. You know, this season here finna be different. Go on and follow me there. Subscribe to the page. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Rich. Catch y'all in the post game show.
You know it.
Hey, what you got over there, Mr. Atlanta Falcons fanatic?
All right, what's going on, y'all? Y'all can find me primarily right now on YouTube. Currently working on other platforms right now, but Facebook and YouTube is where you can find me. Podcast, I'm still trying to get it situated, y'all. I mean, I keep canceling shows, man, but you know, things happening, but it's okay. I found a day to get in and make it consistent for y'all, man. Right now it's just hectic because of my work schedule and my business. So, but yeah, just find me on YouTube, Facebook for right now.
Gotcha. Appreciate you coming through. If you want to come through the post game show, we'll have it after the game.
Beat up, brother. Appreciate you having me on.
Anthony, my dog Ant, thank you for coming through, brother. Appreciate you. I know you in the gym getting it in. Hey, we'll catch you on the post game show.
Hey, let me do my shout out my socials right quick, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Yes, so I'm on YouTube, man, at Georgia Pride 1978. The G and the P are capitalized, and I'm on Twitter at Georgia Pride 8, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Man, I ain't know you was doing the show. If I'd known that, I'd told you that. I'd told you to shout it out.
It's all good, bro.
Next time, put it in your headline. We got a little white fabric on ours. Yeah, put it in your headline.
Put it in your headline, man.
I will, brother. Appreciate y'all, boy.
Yes, sir.
No problem.
Turbo. Hey, man, I catch you in the post game show if you ain't putting little man to sleep. But we gotta go ahead and close the door up in here, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man. Quick shout out to everybody who joined. New faces in the chat. Some that I didn't recognize. Some that's been here. Appreciate y'all coming. Let's go watch this preseason game. Rise up.
Rise up. Appreciate you, my guy.
Get your micropenis do-rags. Let's shout out to my boy Marcus.
Go feed nephew. Quit playing around. Go feed nephew. I got to close the restaurant and count this money up, man.
Count it.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, shout out to my boy Turbo. We're going to be doing a little bit more of this during the season, man. Y'all definitely tune in. Hey, catch the halftime report, man. You know how we get down. Like we say, you either get right or you get left. We'll catch it in. Ghost.